going. And see if I can pronounce his surname right after I last 5 times. The next act, again, not local, but you know, don't hold that against him. It's Mark Ayer. Come on. Out of 10?
Hello, you nearly got it right.
Oh!
Yeah. Lovely to be in Colchester. Thank you for having me. I've travelled from Norfolk. You know, guys know Norfolk, yeah. I'm from Norfolk. Tell you why I like it in Colchester. I've got a phone signal. Yeah. So where I'm from, phone signals are so bad. They're so bad. I've had to start to put telephones in the red defibrillator boxes. Yeah. But yes, do you guys know Norfolk? There are a few things. I've heard all the stuff you say about Norfolk. Yeah. No, Norfolk's not so bad. It's yeah, there's some good things about Norfolk. For example, yeah, we don't have to spend so long buying Christmas presents. Yeah. Wife, sister, cousin, tick. That's good. Yeah. So my friends were asking me why I do stand-up, because I know I'd struggled with anxiety and panic attacks, and the honest answer was I decided I needed to do something that was going to develop resilience and rebuild my confidence. I just wanted to do something to take myself out of my comfort zone. So the choice between doing this or becoming a drag act, and doing the tour of Qatar and Iran, or maybe Clacton. Be worse, wouldn't it? Yeah, but I realised the other week, one of the other reasons doing stand-up, it's one of the cheaper midlife crises you can do. Yeah. The midlife crisis is pushing it a little bit. For this to be a midlife crisis, I'm going to have to live to be 110. Yeah. Does mean I've got to the age, I've got a bucket list. And else got a bucket list? I know, you have got a bucket list? Yeah, don't leave it too long. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually, I've actually got 2 bucket lists. I've got one I can share with my wife. Let's just say if she finds the second one, I'm not going to have long to complete the first one. Yeah. But I didn't always do things that took myself out of my comfort zone. I actively avoided stressful situations. I avoided going out. I meant I wasn't seeing friends, and perhaps quite inevitably, probably some of you are aware of this, that led to depression. You know, I wasn't going out, wasn't seeing anyone. And it was a real difficult time for me in lots of ways. And one of the things was that, you know, I lost my sense of humour, and I just wasn't finding things funny at all. In fact, I was worried it was coming back the other week, and then I realised I just accidentally flicked over to Mrs. Brown's voice. So I think that explains that one, doesn't it? That one's for the comedians. And yeah. Yeah. But I guess lucky, lots of advice about doing different things. Oh, I should just say at this stage, if you're not finding this funny, don't worry. You probably don't have depression. Yeah. It could be that I'm just a bit shit. It might be like that. But for my own self-esteem, if you're not laughing, looking at you, if you're not laughing, I'm just going to assume you're clinically depressed. Is that okay? Yeah. Or you're having flashbacks to when Liz Truss was Prime Minister. That was weird, wasn't it? Those 49, we got rid of Boris, and then Liz Truss comes in. Did those 49 days, did that really happen? Because the other thing with me, since I've had mental health issues, I get these, you know, I've struggled to whether things really happened or did I dream them. I get these really detailed, vivid dreams, and sometimes I'd wake up and, what was that, a dream, or did that actually happen? Probably the most strangest dream I ever had, a few years ago now. It was like, I don't even know why I was thinking about this person. Well, basically, I dreamt that the Dalai Lama asked a young boy to suck his tongue. That's a weird dream. Did that actually happen? Yeah. Oh, thank fuck for that. Worried if it wasn't a dream, I'd stumbled across a particularly dark part of the internet. Yeah. I guess I'm lucky, having lots of friends supporting me and stuff and offering me advice. And one of the things that we've heard tonight, and we've from various people, suggesting exercise is really good for your mental health. My problem was I just lacked motivation. You know, I think for 3 years the only exercise I got was holding my stomach in on holiday. Yeah. End up spending a lot of time on the sofa watching daytime TV. Yeah. Yeah. Right, actually, things have improved. Things have improved for me. Actually, let's say this. Yeah, earlier on this year, I completed the London Marathon. Yeah, thank you very much. It was tough. It was really tough. I really didn't think I was going to complete it. About halfway through, I was on the point of giving up, and I said to Mark, "Come on, Mark, you can do this. You can do this." In the end, I just paused it, had a fry up, and I watched the rest in the afternoon. Yeah, but I do end up spending a lot of time on the sofa watching daytime TV. And I think we can all agree daytime TV is shit, isn't it? Sure, it's commissioned by the Department of Work and Pensions to get people back to work. But there are a few things I like. I like Great British Bake Off. Talk about Mary Berry. I like Great British Bake Off. I like Sew Bee Pottery Challenge. They're all getting on the act, aren't they? Even the adult channels. Yeah. Clicked over to Babe Station. Great British Wank Off.
Nice.
Yeah. Mind you, their technical challenge was tough this week. Oh, did you see it? No. Yeah. All they gave them 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 2 pictures of Katie Hopkins. I tried playing along at home. And I was seriously overdrawn on my wank bank. Yeah, like some of you, my dad would not have liked that last bit. Literally, I told him when I started doing stand-up, literally the first thing he said to me is, well, I hope you're not going to swear. I don't think I swear a great deal. I think if you think back, all I've had is a shit and 2 wanks, isn't it? Incidentally, how I prepare for every gig. Although at my age, it means I can only do a couple of gigs a month now. So. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna, for once in my life, I'm gonna listen to my dad, and so for the rest of my time up here, no swearing, all right? So if you didn't like swearing, you could relax. Okay. So, full disclosure, there may be reference to an elephant's penis. Okay, but it's fine. You'll see it coming. Come on, you're better than that, Colchester. You're better than that. No, so I did tried lots of things to. Where am I on this? So can I have a look? I shouldn't need this, because I've got a photographic memory. I just can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I got into music. The music can be really good for your mental health. Anyone like 70s rock music? Yeah, I just loved the energy it gave me. Used to be listened to all the time. Listened to it when I woke up, listened to it at lunchtime when I got home from work, before I went to bed, and then when I wasn't listening to it, I was thinking about it. Just really got into it. And mental health kicked in. Maybe I'm listening too much and thinking about it. It started to worry me. I didn't know what to do. I went to the doctor to explain what was going on. Diagnosed with OCDC. I've got 3 kids, so I'm allowed some dad jokes. In fact, you've just welcome to the dad joke section of my set. Yeah, I've tried lots of different things. Got into art and stuff. People like art. That's good for you. In fact, I made a fortune selling rotating impressionist paintings. That was a real Monet spinner. That's my favourite. Yeah. Someone suggested diet could be good for your mental health. Can you guess what diet they suggested? It's going to be vegan, isn't it? Yeah, they're always vegans, isn't it? My friend is a vegan. He's been a vegan mainly for environmental reasons. He's been a vegan so long, he's learned the ability to photosynthesize. Yeah. Doesn't get much greener than that. Yeah. You weren't expecting a chlorophyll joke when you came here today, were you? No. Yeah. Let's explain it. Yeah. Origami, quite relaxing. Stuff like that. I joined a very strict origami club. Well, I had to leave in the end. Yeah. I just couldn't cut it. Yeah. That's it. That's all the dad jokes. Yeah. So we're actually now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But these things sort of didn't help. I still sort of struggled with how I reacted, how I responded to people. I used to get worried about how I appear, and I'd end up saying the wrong things and get embarrassed quite easily. I remember a time I was with my son. He was about 3 or 4, and we'd just been swimming. We're getting changed in the cubicles, and he thought it'd be funny to call me Mark. Just in the cubicles, top of his voice, just shouted out, "Why are you doing that, Mark?" I just panicked. I said, "Don't call me Mark, call me Daddy." Just made it worse. I'm quite capable of getting embarrassed without any help. He's older now. Literally the other day, I introduced my son's girlfriend as my boyfriend's daughter. Can you imagine? Just got mixed up. Son's girlfriend introduced my boyfriend's daughter. Luckily, we're all from Norfolk, same person. I wish I was more like my friend Frank. He doesn't let these things bother him. He was telling me about time he was in India with his daughter, and they were watching a show by the side of the beach. And there was an elephant there playing cricket, holding his back with his trunk, knocking it back. And this elephant was getting quite excited, as you can probably imagine. Yeah, getting quite excited. His daughter just stood up, shouted at the top of her voice, "That elephant's got a willy just like Daddy's." He didn't get embarrassed. He didn't even say anything. He just calmly stood up and took a bow. actually came back from India myself the other day. And yeah, I think I'm going to share this. Yeah, on the way home, I joined the Mile High Club. Well, your usual reaction, shock and disgust. I'm hoping on my next flight I can upgrade from solo membership. You know, time for one more. I didn't want to leave you with that image. It's me having a wank on the plane. Oh shit, I said I wasn't going to swear. Oh, fuck. Well, my dad would be pleased I didn't say, stop myself. No, well, no, I feel bad now because I promised I wasn't going to swear. So if I can, I'm just going to be a bit more serious. Lots of people have genuinely said to me, really brave of you to get on stage and do stand-up. They also said to me, really brave of you to talk about your mental health. And that's part of the reason why we're here today. Why I'm doing this is I don't feel you should have to feel brave to talk about your mental health. It's really important that people will feel comfortable talking about that. And so that's why I'm here. So it's great that everyone's going. Another round of applause for everyone for enabling these sorts of conversations to happen. In fact, it's not. And I should say, it's like, this isn't brave for me, because I'm basically, like the rest of the comedians, just massive attention-seeking show-offs. And in fact, it's not the bravest thing I've done today. Bravest thing I've done today, I've had a couple of drinks, middle-aged man, standing in front of all of you, wearing pale-coloured shorts. Eyes up here, you looked straight down, didn't you? Terrible, terrible. I'm going to leave you, I want to leave you with, I've done lots of therapy, lots of support, it's been great, and I'm feeling really good now. I want to leave you with the best advice that I've ever been given about mental health, and it's back to the dreams. I was really struggling with a recurring dream. The more I had this dream, the more it bothered me, and the more it bothered me, the more I had this dream, and I could feel myself getting into a bit of a spiral. I didn't know what to do. So I spoke to my therapist, and she said, Mark, what you need to remember is often these things are worse in anticipation than they are in reality, and sometimes if you face up to your fears, you might find it's not as frightening as you thought, or your ability to cope is much better, and maybe that'll help you to get over this and get over the dreams. And I thought that's fantastic advice. And I'll always remember when she told me that, because it was 2 days before I got sacked for going into work with no trousers on. All right, one more dad joke and that's me done. Thank you very much.
Okay, everyone. Okay, so keep that round